Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D.
Let's go.
On first down, Clemens finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Focus, defense, focus.
Mike, check. Let's go.
Now Clemens. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it. I
didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback, and he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Play, 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 play.
Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31. Yard line.
Complete to Tyreek Hill. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
First down, Kansas City.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll run on first down. Kennedy. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 17, Mahomes, and that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a game of 10. And their first down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Come on, Eddie. Come on. Tight left.
On first down, it's Kennedy. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Chiefs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's the score. Chargers 7, Chiefs 0.
Attack.
Yo.
They'll run on first down. Kennedy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Break. Hey, seam 6. 44 to go.
To throw on second down, Clemens. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Got it. Go.
Big stop, let's go. 44, Mike, 44.
Protein spill.
Kill.
Let's go.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st and 10, Clemens. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Clemens. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Clemens. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clemens. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Get ready, get ready.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to wind up and air it out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down, Eckler, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
15 line. 15 line. Hey, Wahoo! Check 49, check 49. 6-6, bullet high. 5.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On third down, here's Eckler. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Ready?
Mike Popo. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for 2, but weren't really sure they should go for 2. Do we, don't we, do we, don't we? 3, and guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down,
Yellow.
Chiefs.
180.
Here I come. Here I come.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. 59 mark. Check.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try to.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for L.A. 84 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run this one in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, right? Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter with his man, his zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A gain there of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finds Hill for a big play. 54 yards. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They can't hang with us.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Clemens. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Check 13. Ready to go. Check. 5.
Going on the ground with Eckler. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
59, Mike, check, 59. I'm going to run you over.
To throw on 2nd down. Clemens. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hey, 43, 15. Check 26, check 26.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
4 down, check, 4 down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Mahomes. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball, grip it tight, I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 48-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 80 weapon.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Lee Rivers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Room past the 20. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now he's forced out left. He may try and run for this. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Go! 10's over.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now.
And they will take a knee here.
Ready, break.
20, Mike 20. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Set, go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
time to bring the bass bird.
Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need